This is my final video log where I will be summing up my placement, kind of looking at what I've improved in, what it's helped me with, what I've done there, in some areas for improvement for both myself and the academy in placement going forward. So first of all, I think it would be beneficial for everyone involved if the analysis team was maybe slightly bigger. Um, I know at the moment only under 14s onwards use the analysis team. And other players don't get involved with that, so they don't look and watch. Now I know myself at 11, 12, 13 years old probably wouldn't like to be sat in a room watching what I did at the weekend. I think it'd be beneficial for the coaches, to look at what happened, because if you're watching from eye level, you only see certain things. If you get to rewatch it, you take kind of the emotions of the game out of it. It would be beneficial for them to see improvements where they could improve, and potentially how the team can improve going forward, including individuals. Now I know that they probably haven't got the staff for it, and they probably haven't got the equipment that they need to use. But going forward, I think it will be beneficial for players, to kind of feel part of a professional setup, and get used to kind of going forward when if they ever have to play semi-professional, play professional, they have to get used to the analysis, looking, watching, and kind of and understanding themselves what they could improve on. But like I said, I understand probably they haven't got the equipment, haven't got the manpower available. Something else I'd like to see improve going forward would be the use of the boys team and the girls team kind of together as one club. At the moment, it kind of feels as though they're two separate, kind of organisations, two different clubs. Now I understand they haven't got, the facilities to train at the same time and have that kind of feel to it. But I think it would be beneficial for everyone involved if they, maybe even like a couple of times over the year they had a bit of a gala, a bit of a tournament. The girls' academy might get some teams in, the boys' academy might get some teams in play together, side by side kind of thing. I think just basically like social, it'd help them socially, because if an under 15, under 16 has never seen a female in sport before, and they come up and a linesman might be female, they might have a female referee, come up against female coaches, stuff like that, and they've never seen them before. It's kind of themselves, they could end up falling into like kind of the abuse, making sexist remarks. Whereas, if they've grown up and they've kind of played side by side with females, they can kind of see it as an equal. They're not better than them, they're both the same, playing the same sport, both the same, make the same mistakes, do the same good things. I think it would help also the females as well, kind of see it as a level playing field. And I think it'd just be a good social event for everyone to get together. They could maybe make it into a fundraiser, put the club in good light, stuff like that. It's just something they could potentially look into. In terms of myself improving myself, I think a lot of my sessions have been good quality. I talked in my vlog the other day about how I can improve my body language and stuff like that through the session, and I've been looking at that closely recently. But I think one thing that I could improve on is when I'm making session plans, is to kind of have a plan B and a plan C. It's easy, to make a perfect session to have 14 kids with the right amount of footballs in perfect nets in the right amount of cones. But what about if, for example, 2 kids don't turn up, or 4 new kids turn up that I didn't know about? Pub nets are only small, flimsy, they get blown away, stuff like that. Kind of have a plan B and a plan C to come up against these like tasks, obstacles that everyday coaches do have to put up with. So that's kind of for myself. I'd say the club in general, how I could help the club and how the club could help me, is kind of regular meetings between how you can communicate with other coaches. So a good one the other day was I was talking about earlier, my last vlog, where I was talking to a scout and we were talking about what he's coaching, and that was a really beneficial conversation for me, and I probably took more out of that than I have anything over the past month or two. So, you know, if I had one of them conversations maybe once a week with a different coach, it'd give me lots of things to think about, improve me as a coach, and improve, like, you know, everyone in the organisation, having constant feedback and conversation about coaching, what's happening now within the coaching world. Um, Things I've enjoyed, things I've really have improved on is kind of building that relationship with the kids, being able to talk to them. So, you know, knowing them and getting to know them a bit more than just, you know, oh well, that's, you know, X kid. Um, he goes to school, is in year two, things like that. Knowing them, like, well, what do they enjoy? Do they enjoy maths when they're at school? You know, getting to know them as a kid, you know, having a joke with them, knowing what they find funny, that humour, and it just helps, like, everything get together. So, you know, if, you know, the kid might come not having a good day, and you know, oh well, he finds this funny, can you try and cheer him up? Can he, you know, can you improve his mood? Can you get him playing footy? Can you try to get him enjoying that session? But overall, I think it's been a very positive experience. I've had lots of different roles, so I've been a lead coach, and I'll continue to be that for the rest of the season. And I've been to tournaments. I've represented the club at Manchester City, at Wigan, places like that. I've been given responsibility in terms of holding meetings with parents, players, other coaches, talk to other coaches. So it's been a brilliant experience, and hopefully I'll continue to do this for, you know, the foreseeable future, or for the next couple of years while at university.